It was a big racing weekend. Audi crashes a couple R18s, but finishes with a few surprises. A Formula One story that involves Ken Block. BMW wants 10, yes 10, mini models before you can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And commenter of the week. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and you're watching Fastlane Daily. What's up, AK?
I can say it backwards.
Go.
Docious aliaspiastic fragicalorupus.
That was pretty damn good. The 2011 24 Hours of Le Mans is in the books. On top, Audi with their new diesel-powered R18. In the GT classes, we got Corvette. America. With a margin of victory so small, only a handful of seconds separated first from second. Le Mans really lived up to its legend of being one of the pinnacle race events of the year. In second and third, we had Peugeot. It was the first true endurance race where we saw the R18 in action. It raced at Spa a few months ago, but the Le Sarthe circuit is the track the Audi engineers designed the car specifically for. And they did a great job designing it for speed, but they also did a great job designing it for safety. Two of the most incredible crashes ever to be seen at Le Mans happened this past weekend with two of the three Audis. First, an hour into the race, Alan McNish got pitted by a slower GT car coming from under the Dunlop Bridge. The car got airborne, but thanks to the new required tail fins, it did not flip. The car hit the wall and sent pieces of car everywhere, barely missing a group of photographers. The other crash happened at midnight on the Mulsanne Straight with the number 1 Audi and Mike Rockenfeller. Again, a slower GT car bumped into him while he was at upwards of 200 miles per hour. The car was completely destroyed, taking out nearly a quarter mile of guardrail in the process. Crews replaced 124 pieces of guardrail in just under 2 hours after the longest safety car period in Le Mans history. In the end, it was the number 2 R18 that took home the victory with the trio of Lauderer, Treloar, and Fessler behind the wheel. They did it with only 13.8 seconds to spare from the Pug 908 in second place. Mike Rockenfeller remains in the hospital with a concussion and a few lacerations on his arms. McNish was taken to the hospital, but later returned to the track after the okay from doctors. A true testament to the design of the R18 after two really bad accidents. On a side note, the race engineer for the number 2 car was Lena Gadi, and she is now the first female engineer to ever win Le Mans. Chicks for the win!
For the win.
Chicks, man. Hey, thanks to everyone who tuned in to the weekend's 25-hour live stream of the event, by the way. We had an overwhelming number of people join us for the event. We peaked at around 600 people at one point. So let us know if you guys liked it. Let us know what you didn't like. This was just a proof of concept. Next time, work out all the bugs now that we've learned a bunch from this. So pretty cool. And it was also the Canadian Grand Prix this weekend up in Montreal, and holy ham wallet, Jenson Button, this guy's a real mensch. After crashing into his teammate, getting a drive-through penalty, then getting crashed into by Fernando Alonso. Right, AK? Changing tires 5 times, Jenson was able to go from last place halfway through the race to first place on the last lap. It all came down to putting the pressure on Vettel, and he did just that. Until the young German Red Bull driver got out of the groove and lost it with a half a lap to go. He still ended up in second with Webber close behind, but that small mistake allowed Jenson all the time he needed to take the win. And actually, speaking of F1, it seems Ken Block wants to go in an F1 car. He's been in discussions with Pirelli tires recently and wants to go in their Toyota-sourced F1 testbed race car. Pirelli has agreed to allow him to drive it at Monza later this summer in August. Could there be an F1 Gymkhana on the way? Doubtful anyone will sign that insurance policy, but would you guys like to see it? Plus, we're not sure if Ken Block will have the talent. I mean, F1 cars aren't exactly meant to drift. But it would be pretty cool if he did. Just saying. And last week, we made reference to the new Mini Cooper Coupe. Well, now BMW Group CEO Norbert Reithofer said that's just the first of many because he's looking to create a total of 10 models for the Mini brand. 10. The announcement came as Reithofer said BMW will invest over €500,000 into the next generation Mini program, which will share its platform with a few new BMW models as well. So that's 10 models. We got the Cooper, Cooper S, JSW, the Clubman, the Clubman S, the Countryman, the Coupe, the Roadster. So what else could they do? A hatchback, a wagon, a mini van? Yeah. Hey, how about you guys giving them some suggestions? Write them in the comments. They're not going to read them, so it really doesn't matter anyway. Anyway, you know what time it is, guys?
I do.
What time is it, AK?
It's time for commenter.
It's Commenter of the Week time!
Yeah, I've been waiting all weekend for this.
Yes!
Comment our show, yeah, commenter of the week.
Comments! This comment comes from an obvious Transformers fan, and he's pissed at GM. He goes by the name Kata Kelly. Hey, what if his middle name? What if that was his middle name and his last name, his first name was Al?
That'd be bad.
Al Kata Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
that wouldn't be good. Anyway, here's what he had to say. Hey D and JF and other members of FLD. The show is always deadly. I'm sure he means that in a good way. Answer me this. Why is the Transformers movies like a giant GM endorsement? When I grew up, Bumblebee was a VW, Ironhide was a VW, and so on. I think it sucks they changed the characters, and I think GM should, I think you meant to say shouldn't, play such an important role in a movie production. Don't think I'll be going to see Transformers. Rather watch Fastlane Daily. End of comment. Well, first off, Kata Kelly, let me say thanks that you'd rather watch FLD. But let me tell you why the new Transformers movie is a giant GM endorsement. Whoring. It's all about whoring. GM was the company who cut the biggest check when they started the Transformers franchise. Honestly though, that is the way the business works. Companies spend money on marketing and advertising. I'm talking big money. I personally don't think it really takes away from the movie. The effects are still badass and the chicks are still hot. But money talks. I mean, like Bruce Hornsby said, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Look it up. Thanks for commenting though, man. You'll be getting one of these tees. Yeah, Commenter of the Week time t-shirt. It's nice. Right, AK?
I love it. I want one.
Yeah, well, you can have one. Just grab it. It's in the box right there. Well, that'll do it for Fastlane Daily today. I'm Derek D, and congrats to all you Dallas Maverick fans. They are NBA champs. So if you live in Texas and you're a fan, congratulations to you. 'Cause you don't mess with Texas. 10 models for the Mini brand. Yes, 10. The announcement came as Rotheffer. Now BMW Group CEO Norbert Rotheffer, fucking jeez, Rotheffer said BMW will invest over half. I can't speak.
Ow, we're living in the fast lane, baby.